Okay, so today we're going to do a couple pages in the reference tables, and using the reference tables in our notes. So if you notice the very top there, it says practice reading the P and S wave chart at the top, and then you guys can find this particular page in your notes. Um, Hopefully you could see everything that I have up here. We will see. Okay. Uh, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about reading this graph right here. Okay. And when we do that, we need to be able to figure out which wave comes first and figure out the difference in arrival times, because that's the first thing whenever you're doing this you have to know how to do. So if you're a seismologist, you have to get these seismograms and you have to be able to read them. So the first one we're going to read is station X, and we're going to read down, and we need to figure out the difference between the P and the S wave, right? So the S wave comes in at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and the P wave comes in at 1 minute and 0 seconds. So that means that the difference, right, is 1 minute and 30 seconds. All right. The the next one comes in, and I'll do it in a different color, comes in at 4 minutes, and the S wave comes in at 8 minutes. Well, 8 minus 4 is a 4-minute difference. Okay. So you're going to do the next one, all right, which is station Z, and you're going to figure that out. So what is the time for station Z? So you do station Z on your own. Okay, so you should have gotten that station Z has a difference between 3 and 6, so your difference should have been 3 minutes. All right, so now you're just going to write those down in here, okay? So this is for station X is 1:30. Station Y is 4 minutes, 0 seconds. And station Z is 3 minutes and 0 seconds. Okay, so once you have that, then you can figure out distance to epicenter. So how do we find that distance to epicenter? Okay, go ahead and put that right in the question. All right. So how do we find distance to epicenter? We slide and match. And for this, because of what I'm using, I'm going to use just a square. And you guys can do this too. If you use a shape on your in your notes, you can actually do this too. So, for example, the first one, difference in arrival time, we need our square to have to be a particular size. It needs to be 1 minute and 30 seconds in size. So if I shrink this down, so that basically is 1/2 of this. I really wish this was really, really square, but can make it thinner, I think. Yeah, there we go. So if I make it a little bit thinner, it makes it a little bit better. There we go. Okay. Then we can move this around, okay? So we can move this and slide and match. And when we do that, we find out that our distance, okay, is about, let's see, not 800. So 800 would be our distance. So we're going to write that right in there. Okay. And before we move this, if you just read across here, you can actually get the travel times for the P and the S wave. So you should do that before you move this around. So the P wave travel time would be 2 minutes, and the S wave travel time would be 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So P wave travel time, 2 minutes. S wave travel time, 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay. We're going to do the same thing for the next one. So we figured out that that is 800. So let me delete everything here. Let's see. We need to exit. Okay. And we'll get rid of those two little lines. And we'll do the next one same way. Okay. And I'm going to do it in blue. So it's a little bit, or let's see, I'll do it in red again, I guess. So our square needs to be a 4 minutes. So we're going to make a square that is 4 minutes in size. Making the border width less makes it easier for you guys to see. Okay, why is that not? Dude. Oh, all right. Well, we'll get rid of this one then. And we'll select that one, and we'll make that one bigger. There we go. So we just want to make this to be 4 minutes in size, and then we're gonna move it until we can slide and match, sort of. And we'll end up with our epicenter distance. Let's click off of that. That's pretty close. And then we can draw a line straight down. And when we do that, we get 2,000, 200, 400, 600 kilometers. You guys need to do this one. Do the slide and match for that one. And please put it in the Edpuzzle. Okay, so I would like you to tell me the P wave travel time now. How do you figure out P wave travel time? Okay, so once you've figured out those two things, you can figure out we're going to figure out the distance for the last one, because you guys did that. So I didn't yet, but I'm going to really quick so you guys can check your work. So I'm going to take this square here. We're going to select on it, and I'm going to make it so that it is 3 minutes, so it's a little bit smaller. And we'll do the last one here just to get the distance. So our distance for that one should have been about 2,000 kilometers. So this should have been 2,000 kilometers. So when we look at these, we can actually tell which circle is which here, right? So this should be station X because it's the little one. This should be station Y. And this should be station, this should be station, oh, sorry, that's, let me try to draw that a little smaller. Okay, this circle here is the middle circle, so this should be station Z. And this should be station Y. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, and so you should be able to answer these questions right here. So the location of the epicenter, where is it? It is where all three of these circles meet, right there. Okay,